Thanks for sticking with us on Midwest Access. We continue our trek here at Stable Feed in Kasson with Miss Mary Hartman. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So what do we have here?
So this is one of our products. It's the Prickly Pear Chia. We have 6 different products. We actually have 5, but we have 2 variants of one. But we love our packaging on our products. So it's so fun. It's very quirky, but it won 7 international design awards. So we're very, very proud.
Very impressive.
Of our packaging. But we're even more proud of what goes inside the packaging. Because
so why is this one prickly pear?
So prickly pear is a cactus, and it regulates glucose.
Okay.
So for horses that have insulin resistance, which is the same thing as type 2 diabetes in people, this does a great job of regulating their glucose.
Okay.
So every product in the line that we have does something for the horse.
And this is the packaging area here.
This is the packaging area. So every morning when all of the orders come in, or when somebody comes in to purchase product or something, this is where we pull from.
Okay. And we were chatting during the commercial break about Sainfoin.
Sainfoin, yeah. Oh, I'm in love with it. I've been accused of having an unnatural love for Sainfoin. Hey.
But this isn't commonly grown around here, but it can be.
But it can be. So we have a variety of seed that I've been able to get a hold of out of Canada that actually is very tolerant of a lot of different soil types, and it will compete with other types of grasses and forages. So we're playing with how to grow it in our environment, especially as the environment changes, to try to bring a alternative crop, cash crop, to farmers, and also boost the availability of alternative forages that are nutrient dense for all of our animals, whether it's cows, sheep, horses.
And it's great for those animals, and it's pretty too, actually, as you saw. It has flowers.
It's so beautiful. It's ridiculously pretty.
But you've done a lot of research on this and its benefits for these animals.
Right. I've done a lot of research on it, and it turns out it's a really old forage. So the pink color that we have in our packaging came off of George Washington's Mount Vernon website, because he grew sainfoin hay on the west side of his house for his animals. So it's been around for a very, very long time. But it's not only got benefits for the animals in that it's a natural parasite control for cattle, horses, sheep, all of those animals. It inhibits E. coli shed, which is exciting if you like, lettuce and spinach. And we get our E. coli recalls every year, maybe not if we feed more of this. And then with all of the concerns for pollinators, for bees love sainfoin, and you can get twice the honey off of sainfoin you can other crops because the flower itself is cone-shaped and very open, so the bees can get into it, they can extract pollen from it, and it doesn't damage the bees. So it's a perfect forage, I think.
And you have a lot of horse owners purchasing your product, and we have some talented horses too that are using this feed.
Right. We have horse owners that go everywhere from the person who just has their 30-year-old backyard horse to a person who's eventing at the 5-star level and potentially representing the U.S. in the Pan American Games that are feeding their products to their horses. So, and then everything in between, everything in between. So it's pretty exciting.
So that's fantastic. So does this mean we're on year 6? Here?
We're only on year 2 here, but year 6 for Stable Feed. So I started this in my kitchen. Like I said, I didn't mean to do this. It was a happy accident, and here we are, right? So we started, and I remember that I was so excited. I would call my dad and say, "Dad, we sold $1,000 in product this month," and I'm like, "Woohoo!" That seemed like such a great big deal.
Yeah.
So so the first year I think it was $11,000 that showed up on the books for the company, as it were, at that time. And this year we're pushing and hoping to get over $1 million in sales.
Wow.
So we've grown a little bit since we started.
And there were some tough times with COVID and the economy.
Right.
I mean, this wasn't the best time to start a business, but you're doing well.
No, right, exactly. It just seems like, whenever we want to expand, there's going to be some sort of a crisis going on, whether it's a health crisis or an economic crisis or something. But horses have to eat, and horse owners, I think, are looking for alternatives. I think they're looking for healthier options for their animals.
So what did you do for a career before this?
I was a mom.
Okay.
I was a mom before this. So I think it's the kitchen science, that kind of comes into play here.
Yeah. Well, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's really
Congratulations. A lot of success. We have more space back here, a little warehouse area. What goes on back here?
Oh, my gosh. This is where we blend the sainfoin. It comes in from Montana in pelleted form because we don't have the capability to pellet here. And then we blend our feed, and then we bag our feed here in this facility.
Okay, and you have a couple workers here.
We have a couple workers, and then we wrap our pallets to be shipped all over North America.
And do they get shipped on semi, by train?
They get shipped on by semi.
Okay.
So, yep. So we'll have probably 15 pallets that go out every month. And then I don't even know how many individual boxes of the feed as well that go all over North America.
A lot. So you have a fair amount of space here, though.
We do, and it ebbs and flows. So we're getting ready for our next influx of our sainfoin. So we just had the harvest in Montana. So we'll probably be bringing another 40 tons of the feed pellet and the sainfoin pellet in for distribution around the U.S.
I was going to ask, is there a busier time of year?
Now's the busier time right now because the horses are in competition.
Sure.
So horses in competition are eating a little bit more. And then come winter, it'll just slow down a very small amount and then picks up again in the spring.
Yeah. Do you see orders from all over?
We get orders from all over. We get them from Canada. We get them all over the United States. And we have a lot of requests for us to find distribution so people can purchase it more easily locally.
And a lot of new clients.
And a lot of new clients.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. It's exciting.
That's good. Help you to that $1 million goal.
Exactly, right? Yeah, we need them.
Anything more that you'd like our viewers at home to know?
No, I don't think so. I think this is basically it. If you have a horse or even, you're interested in growing sainfoin, reach out to us because we are doing research. We're trying to make it easier for everybody, and our products really are pretty, they're phenomenal for the animals.
Yeah.
So.
And here in Casson, you have how many employees?
I have 7 employees. I have some full-time, some part-time.
Okay. All right. Mary, thank you so much.
Yeah, this was great. Thanks. Thanks for showing up.
Yes. We have more details about Stable Feed on our website. That's kttc.com. All you have to do is click Midwest Access. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
We have